What's up, Gemini? Welcome to my channel. This is the People's Court Tarot. So basically what we do is it's kind of like the TV show The People's Court where there's... Oh, first of all, let me explain. I don't do sets anymore. I used to do the thing where you set up the cards and you make everything look perfect. And this is also the first and only time I'm probably going to say this. So after that, it's just going to be blackout screens and you just know what it is. But yeah, I don't do that because I'm a perfectionist. And then what happens is if it's not perfect, then it doesn't get done. And then so it's actually counterproductive. So I know that about myself. So I'm not even going to get hung up on that shit anymore. And it's just going to be a blackout screen. But I also reserve the right to change it up because that's me. Ooh, that's some Gemini shit. Hey, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling y'all. Okay. So here's what we do. You got a beef, right? Like the other people's court. You know what I'm saying? I've seen your file. I've seen your complaint. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about your complaint. And then I'm going to give you the other person's side of the story so you get their defense. And then if you want to come over to the extended, you know what I'm saying, if you feel like that's your case, then you can come and listen to the verdict. And so that's all of that. Now, I actually have pulled your cards and I've actually looked at your complaint. And, okay, so your issue is that you feel like, first of all, it's like a hologram of Geminis, right? It's like if Gemini is the energy of duality and, you know, choices, there's just so many choices right now. That's your first issue, is that someone is all up in their head with so many choices. But what's interesting is that this could be you. So you could feel like someone like put your Gemini energy on Super Saiyan, right? Like you could feel like someone put you in a mental prison to where there's just so many fucking choices. And use this like, oh, and I'm already a Gemini, okay? And now it's like even more so. So let me see something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh. Okay, and you feel off balance. There's like there's like news that maybe you're waiting to hear that will put you back on balance, but you feel off balance and you feel like, I don't know, it's like you're just looking for new growth. But this is your complaint, though, maybe, that someone else is all up in their head looking for new growth. There's a truth that someone needs to see. They need to see growth. They've heard about growth, but they need to see the growth, okay? And this is your complaint. So maybe this is you who needs to see the growth or needs to see something actually happen as opposed to rumors or choices, decisions. You need something solid. It's like, I don't know, it's like, I just feel like your complaint is that everything's up in the air. You're up in the air, you feel suspended in air, you don't feel grounded. Grounded, that's the word. You are not grounded, and that is your complaint. And there's something that you need to know that will ground you. And there's only been rumors of that thing, but not actually that thing, okay? That's your complaint. Now, in order to feel victorious, I feel like you need to have a little bit of faith. But this could also be your complaint against someone else, is that they don't see this growth. And so they need to have faith. Proof, because there's just predictions of growth. That's what the card says, predictions of growth, right? And then it's crazy because then this motherfucker comes in with a body. The Knight of Wands comes into the picture with a card that says body, right? So this is definitely proof. It's almost like somebody's like, okay, you telling me you're growing something, but the only way that I'm going to believe you, move towards you, have faith in you, take this leap of faith, cross this chasm, touch my foot on this rainbow of hope is if I have proof. And then someone comes in with a body. So there is proof. So maybe that's your complaint. If someone asked you for proof, you brought the proof. They asked for the thing, you brought the thing. They asked for the growth, you brought the growth. You got the body. You brought in the body. Okay? But maybe this person is still, you feel like you brought in the body quickly. But they're not moving quickly at all. They're not moving quickly at all, this person. They're taking their time. They're maybe in a pause. Moving very slowly. It looks as if they're never going to get there. That's also your complaint, is you are looking for, so it goes both ways, I think. I think someone asked you for something to have faith in you, and you have brought that thing, you've brought that proof. But then also you feel ungrounded because, but I think this person also, well, okay, that's not my business. But I think you feel ungrounded because you don't know when they're going to make the next step. This person is like on a pause, just kind of suspended. And you don't, it's like you can't feel grounded until they make their step. And you got a body. So what you're supposed to do with it? It's like, yo, you're moving very quickly, bringing what they asked for. And they're not moving at all. So that is your complaint. Okay, and that does sound frustrating. Okay, the other side of this story. So we start off with the King of Wands. So this is like a very creative person, a person who makes a lot of decisions, who has a lot of movement, who's very passionate, very energetic. And this person's using their King of Wands energy for service. So they feel like they've done so much. They've created so much. They've manifested so much, but they've done it for other people or another person. And they feel perhaps very judged about that. Like a lot of people, a lot of eyes, maybe they've lost a lot of friendships, relationships. It was like a really hard truth. They had to face some hard truths, and a lot of people looking at them and judging them for the way in which they chose to use their creative fire to take care of someone else. And so now this person they feel tricked. They feel like they just want to sit the fuck down. So I see the pause that you're speaking on. This person definitely is in a pause energy. And it's interesting because you see them as being very successful and upright and grounded even, I would say. You see them as moving slowly, but you see them as like if they wanted to, they could just move. And the fact that they're moving slowly is like, what's up? You're impatient. But this person's defense is that they are not the way that you see them at all. They are not on a horse. They're sitting under a tree. There's emotions that they need to process that they haven't even processed because they're processing the fact that they feel tricked, manipulated. Yeah. And it's like they feel like they lost their own love of their self. Like, and I guess that goes back to them using their own creative power to take care of someone else. They feel like they lost their own heart. Like, and then it's like if you lose yourself in taking care of someone else, then you don't even have a self. So they feel like they don't even have a self. Like that's what they feel tricked about. And then they just got to sit there until they kind of like regather a self, Okay, so that's their side of the story. If you feel like this was your case and you want to hear the universe's verdict, please come with me. You click the link below. Come with me over to the extended on Vimeo, and I will give you that. All right, peace.